Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Yeah. All right. I think we are good to go. Yeah.
Ready.
Welcome to
Right.
the Bread and Hover Show. What's going on, Hover?
What's going on, man?
Man, I can't call it, man. You're doing a lot better than me, man. I should have prepared me a nice cold cup. Prepared a nice cold cup for the show. I ain't done that in a while. Ice it up a little bit. Y'all get the other side of the Bread and Hover Show then. So, like for real. We take it back to the old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was the weekend, man?
Weekend was good. Then Valentine's weekend. You know how it is, hanging out with the missus.
Valentine, what is it? Oh, that commercial thing they do every year, like Christmas. All right, my bad. I know now. All right.
Yeah. We didn't. Hey,
Cool.
we didn't do it. We didn't do anything special. So
Yeah.
Yeah. How
We
was
keep
your weekend?
we keep it cool, man. Keep it cool, man. They went to PF Change and shout out to PF Change,
Mm,
man. Ain't been there in a while.
mm,
And so
yeah.
but we get things started a little bit earlier nowadays. So when we were leaving, people coming in, so that we move a little different. so, but it was cool. It was all good. I hadn't been to PF Change in a little while, so it was real good to get some, you know, Japanese cuisine that was really good, man. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, just
hmm
excellent. Just good stuff. Just good all the way around. But yeah,
Cool.
but outside of that, man, everything was everything, man. We gonna get into it, man. I know in the sports world, man, we had uh NBA All Star Weekend, so we gonna get into that in the show.
Oh yeah.
We gonna, oh yeah, we gonna definitely get into all of that as we do every year. We got a little Falcon stuff. We're gonna talk about a little free agent stuff, man. We're gonna play a little game, stay or go with Falcon free agent news. And we're gonna talk about some priorities of the Falcons. We think whether it be draft or free agency, we're gonna put our top three up there. Just a couple of players, players to watch in basketball. When basketball, we in the second half. If those who didn't know, been watching football the whole time. There's a second half college basketball. We're there already. March Madness is in about a month, so,
Yeah.
so get ready. But if you're in the draft and all that kind of stuff, then just some players to watch for both March Madness and also the draft. And then we're gonna get down with this All Star Weekend though, for real, to talk about what we like and what we didn't like about it on different parts of it. And we're gonna get it in. Hover, what you got?
Yeah, man. I want to just give a shout out to make some quick shout outs to the Dirty Bird Nation, NFC South fans, Falcons First and 10, the Enhanced Sports Show, Mo Brown, Sticking Sensation, and Atlanta
Yes,
Old School
sir.
Drummers. I also want to give a shout out to the Enhanced Sports Show. Well, I've already done that. But yeah, Lou will be joining
Lou.
us later on. And yeah, man, let's go ahead and get on into it.
Indeed, man, indeed. So look, man, rest in peace, man. The Reverend Jesse Jackson, man. We lost him. True soldier. He's just such a force in the movement of this country, moving us forward with civil rights, Dr. King and all, Schnick, Rainbow Movement, it just everything. Ran for president, if you remember. So many good things about him. So just rest in peace and condolences to his family, friends, people that know him or knew him uh, a lot closer to him than we were. But but condolences to all his friends and families and cohorts.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's definitely my deepest condolences to his family, and yeah, I mean Reverend Jackson, man, he definitely played a big part of the civil rights movement. You know, marching with Martin Luther King and um the other guy here in Atlanta
Yeah,
that
Andrew
passed not too,
Young
Andrew Young, and
Andrew Young, yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. So, good trouble guy. I forgot his name. Yeah,
yeah. I know who you're talking about.
yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, man. Yeah, rest in peace. And yeah, he definitely um said. I just put it this way: he done some things to where he helped to make a difference. You know,
Yeah,
they try to
yeah.
help to make a
I
difference.
knew you were thinking about John Lewis.
Yeah, John Lewis. That's what. Yeah, John Lewis.
Hmm. Yeah, we were thinking
But
about
yeah,
John
man,
Lewis.
he was all about making a difference for the best. And I can remember he was on Sesame Street. You know, he was talking with the kids. You
Hmm.
know, he was just saying, "Hey, you guys repeat. You know, after me, I am somebody." You know.
I am somebody, and
Yeah, yeah. So
kids need to hear that. All kids need to hear that.
yeah,
And
yeah,
so
man. Just
yeah,
just letting kids know that you are somebody.
yeah. I
And I
mean,
think that
everybody comes up in different. Yeah, everybody comes up with different backgrounds and different things going on, and you don't know the challenges that people face when they go home if they have one. And
hmm
he was a very excellent orator, like Dr. King. All of them were John Lewis. The whole camp. You couldn't be in that group unless you knew how to speak and motivate people and get things going and speak from the gut, from the heart.
yeah,
And you need to hear that you are somebody. You
yeah,
are, and it starts there. You have to believe in you first, before anybody can believe in you, in you and what you're trying to do and what you're trying to say. So you have to believe in you first. Uh,
exactly.
and so he instilled a lot of that. And the earlier you get that, the better off you will be. But I thought it was just awesome. I think every time to keep hope alive when he ran for president, everybody remembers that. And even in defeat, he had everybody standing up on their feet. Like I say, like a like I said, like a old Southern Baptist preacher, man. He knew how to move a crowd. So very strong force for many years. So he will be missed. Um, let's keep it in the Black History family, man. We always try to highlight something every week. Doing Black History. It's a little fun, man. So I want to put something together for you, Hova, and I'll
hmm
start first. Give you a little chance to think about it,
hmm
and and we do this from time to time anyway with our top five. And I mean, on our Black History, top five favorite basketball players, man. Top five, but now they ain't got to be. If they great, they could be great. They could not be great. They could be somewhere in between. But just your favorite, man, of these guys you saw, and it's just like, yeah, those are my favorite players. 7 days out of the week, 24 hours a day, I don't care. These are the guys that I like watching. And so I put together in no particular order, man, no particular order. But Dominique Wilkins, Atlanta Hawks, always been my favorite player. Still today, my favorite Hawks player today. It's EO Skyward do. To all my wrestling fans. Uh, Definitely shout out to Dominique. And he was holding it down during all them Jordan years. And so like, now we ain't making no championship, but we got Dominique. And so he can play against them Bulls. Because them
yeah,
Bulls had hell against the Hawks.
yeah,
But it was all because of Nick.
yeah.
Um, I still remember Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when he played.
hmm
He's kind of on the other side of his prime. but nobody could stop that Sky Hook, man. And he was the captain. He could run that floor, and he didn't have problems with his free throws like Shaq. So he could block. And the thing about it, when he blocked shots, he didn't try to swat it in the 10th row for sure. He tried to keep the ball in play so they could run that fast break. So the guy was smart.
Yeah.
When he played in college, he was one of those guys who could easily, I mean, if it was one and done, he'd probably been one of those guys who was one and done. And and if you think about it, I mean, he was such a great college player.
Yeah.
I went around when he was in college, but I saw a lot of film and read a lot about him. But in college, he was a beast, man. In college, they outlawed the dunk. He was dunking on people, and they were just mad because of what he was doing. So I just thought Kareem was just the greatest, man. Steph Curry. You talk about today's players, man. I like watching Steph, man. He is just an alien of a player. I've never seen a basketball player with those types of skills all wrapped up into one person. You may see a Reggie Miller or an AI or somebody else in between, but this guy's an alien. I've never seen anybody play the game as good, and he makes it look so easy. So Steph is one of those guys I like to see play. I hate to see him play against my Hawks, but I like to see him. Kobe, look, man, it speaks for itself, man. He's that dog, man. He's just that dog. He didn't care. He was a dog, man. And you talk about it, he will show you. I just like him, man. I mean, even when he was, I said, "Oh, that boy's gonna be all right." When he was young, look at it, man. He missed the shot. That boy gonna be all right, and he was. So Kobe's happened to be one of the greats, but I like seeing him play, man. I like this game. I think that when the torch was passed from him to LeBron, something was left. I think he was just the last of the Mohicans. It was just a different thing, by the time LeBron got in the game and doing his thing. But I think the Kobe and those cats who played in his era was kind of the last of that breed, and then all of a sudden a new breed of guys kind of started. That was just different. But Kobe was my guy. My last guy, man, is of course, man, the Magic Man. Magic Johnson, man. Magic Irving Johnson, man, was just a coach on the floor. And it's kind of guy that he could dunk, but I mean, but that wasn't his thing. He knew how to win ball games. That's it. He knew how to win. He knew how to get the championships. He wanted to win all the time. Never wanted to lose. So this guy was just great. We talk about Showtime. He was the show in Showtime. And it was just fun. I remember it was just fun watching him play, man. It was just fun. I wasn't a Boston fan, hated Boston. And so you had to pick a team. If the Hawks didn't make it, then, I just slide to the Lakers real quick. Slide to the Lakers, man, and say, hey, get them. So the Magic was my guy, man, and that's my top 5. Hope.
Yeah, man, that's a good top 5. I mean, I agree. I think on mine, man, definitely I got to take some of the players on your top 5.
Yeah, man. I get it.
I guess I'll just start with Magic. Magic is definitely on my top 5 list. Dominique, another one.
Yeah.
And Hakeem Olajuwon. I know we talked about it before.
Good choice.
And I don't think he gets enough credit for.
Excellent choice.
I mean, I don't think there was maybe came close, maybe Bill Russell, but that guy, man, underneath the bat, I mean, for a big man, he had some moves, and I used to love watching Houston. I used to love watching him play. I thought a big man like him, he was so mobile.
But you remember, it goes back to when you played with Houston with Five Slammer Jammer.
Yeah.
So with him and Clyde the Glide, and all them cats, man. So it go all the way back to then, when he was killing folks, man, in college.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt. And then of course I got to throw Jordan in the mix.
Yep.
I think that's it. I think that's it, man. That's my top.
That's good top five, man. It's good top five for us, man. So I just wanted to take the time to just kind of highlight all that stuff. Um, just highlight all of that for people. Black History Month and just the contributions of of our players through different eras of the game. Just my favorites that I've seen play. I didn't see Bill Russell. I'm quite sure older kid would say Bill Russell, but I didn't see Bill Russell play. I've only seen like films, and I have watched a lot of old basketball film. Him and Wilt Chamberlain and Oscar, definitely Oscar Robertson. I've seen stuff on Oscar Robertson, and with Oscar, a lot of people say like LeBron, but he was doing stuff LeBron was doing way back then. I mean, all around player could play pretty much any position at the forward, and
Yeah.
winning championships in the same time. So Oscar Robertson was that all around guy, played both things of the court. Now he ain't go around, dunking like LeBron, but I mean he was just as effective. And so I think that with the casual fan, when you talk about greatness and remembrance and impact, I think it may sound, but if you think about it, everybody it's the slam dunk. It's like dunks always seem to kind of propel cats a little bit further when they talk about greatness. Well, look at the dunks and look at how it ain't what he did, but how he did it. It's like, wait a minute, man. I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. Everybody likes dunks, but but I mean, you can be a Vince Carter, probably one of the best dunkers of all time, in my opinion. It took a lot for me to realize that, but he probably is, and so with that, man, I mean, he doesn't make him the greatest player of all time, but he was a great dunker, and
Yeah.
for
Absolutely.
me, for many years, I mean, again, Dominique was kind of the best dunker in my opinion. It was him. I think lately Gordon, used to play with Orlando. I forgot who he plays. No, he plays with Denver right now. I think. But they
Hmm.
kept shafting him, and they kept shafting him. I think when he and Levine went at it, I think he actually beat Levine because he had that slam dunk where he made a chair in the air and leaped over the mascot. And man, it was sick, man. Sickest dunk I've ever seen. So guys like that, in terms of the slam dunk, man, that I thought was pretty good. But we're gonna talk about that in a little while. I'm gonna get back into that. I ain't gonna get too deep into it yet. I'm gonna get back to that with the All Star Weekend. We're gonna talk about that in a few minutes, man. You know,
Oh yeah.
in about 10 minutes. So real quick, man, we're right on time. Let's talk about real quick, man. Falcon news. I'm gonna have to put my glasses on for this, man. And y'all don't laugh. So I do wear glasses if need be. so so I don't Hova been ever since I've known Hova, he's worn glasses, so it ain't nothing to him. It's just like it's a part of his face. It's funny if I see him not wearing glasses. That's funny to me. So so look, man, let's play a game, Hova, real quick. Me and you. Um Falcons. Free
Hmm.
agency. We about to be in a free agent frenzy about next week, I think, then that's when everybody can declare and all that kind of stuff in the free agency. And so I'm gonna list some players' names, man, who are up for free. Just not everybody, but a number of players, man, that we have key players for the Falcons. And then and they're gonna be most of them would be unrestricted. Yeah, these are gonna be unrestricted, which means that they're free to negotiate and sign with any team. But we can make an offer also. And so, and you just stay, me and you gonna say stay or go. I'm gonna just give you some names of free agents for the Falcons, and we gonna say stay or go. Got it?
Got it.
All right. David Onyemata. That's our defensive. He plays on the defensive line. He's 10 years in the league. Used to play with the Saints for a minute. Stay or go, Hover.
Um, I'm gonna say stay.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna say go. I want to go and get me a young blood in the draft. Leonard Floyd, 10 years in the league, edge, stay or go.
No, I'm gonna say stay.
I'm gonna say go. Well, it depends on how much it costs to keep it. I'm not paying a whole lot to keep it, so depends on what that number is. So, but we I'm gonna lean stay a little bit if it don't cost me a whole lot because I'm gonna need an edge because of JPJ gonna be gone. Kyle Pitts, tight end, 5 years in the league, still go.
Um, I'm gonna say go on that one.
I'm gonna say franchising. I'll put a tag on it for a year and see what he can give me for a year, possibly. I want to see what he can do in this this Stefanski offense because Stefanski loves tight end. Um, Hayden Ellis, inside linebacker in the league, 7 years. They'll go.
I'm gonna say go.
I'm gonna say stay. I think he's our leading tackler. He makes us. He's really good. I'm gonna say stay. Um, Arnold Ebiketie, edge, 4 years. He ain't been here that long. Just in his rookie deal.
I'm gonna say go.
Yeah, I think as much as we need edge depth, I don't think Ebiketie has really shown up like we expected him to, based on where we picked him in the draft. So I'm gonna say go. Troy Anderson, this should be easy.
Stay.
Shit, he go. He ain't doing jack. Uh, I don't like him. He don't have no lateral movement. He the worst linebacker we got. I hate Troy. I'm sorry, I don't hate him. I just don't like him as a Falcon. D Alford, DB, 4 years in the league.
He can stay.
Hey, yeah, I think I'm gonna have him stay. Felipe Franks, tight end. Well, really a special teamer. So Felipe Franks.
Felipe Franks.
Mm-hmm.
He can stay.
Yeah, I don't think it costs you nothing to keep him. He's pretty good on special teams. So I don't think it costs you anything to keep a guy on special teams to kind of know what they're doing. Elijah Wilkinson, offensive line, in the league for 9 years. They'll go over.
He can stay.
Yeah, if it doesn't cost us much, I would have him stay. He did get some experience. We do need some depth on the offensive line. I don't think he's that great. He's not that bad, but he's not that great either. If they let him go, I'm not getting a heartburn if they let him go. D'Angelo Malone, linebacker. He is finishing up his rookie contract.
Yeah, we need special teams. I'm gonna say stay.
But D'Angelo Malone's been decent. I don't think it's gonna cost us a whole lot to keep him. We do need some depth at linebacker, and he's good on special teams too. So I will pretty much probably keep him. Easton Stick. He's been tossed around through a lot of teams. He's been in the league for 7 years. They'll go.
Pick six stick.
Oh damn.
I'm gonna say he can go, man.
Yeah, you go, man.
But you know what? The funny thing, Stick got a lot of playing time last season during the preseason.
Yeah, he got a lot of playing time, man. But I think it's because the coaches kind of hate preseason and they just throw him in there to get some playing time. So now here's an interesting one. Now, this is who Khalid Kareem. He's another edge, young guy, 5 years in the league, man. They'll go.
Yeah, he could probably stay for special teams.
Oh man, I think he's good, man. I like him. And he may be the guy. He plays edge. Being that we need edge help. And if we're not, I would have him over Arnold Ebiketie, actually.
Oh really?
So, yeah, for sure. So I like him. Contavious Street, defensive lineman, in 7 years.
He can stay too.
Yeah, it depends on how much it costs us to keep him. We need all the defensive line depth that we can get. So I think Street's been decent. I think he's been decent in this system. So if we can keep him, fine. If not, I'm not losing no sleep over it. But I think he's pretty decent, though. I like him. Last one is Tyler Algier in the league 4 years. I remember when we drafted him from what BYU or Utah,
Yeah,
something like that,
yeah.
somewhere out there.
I mean, I like for him to stay, but I don't think so.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Um, I would like to keep out of all the guys that I mentioned was about 20 guys that we talked about. He's number one on my list that I would keep if we could. But we can't keep him. He's kind of like Michael Turner. He's going to get offered a lot of money to start for some team in the NFL. Let's just say Denver, maybe a good landing spot for him. Of many, the way he can go there and win is, man, all we need is a running back, man, to get in there. Go to maybe Houston somewhere. All we need is a solid running back, and we good. So
Right.
I think somebody like Tyler Algier can make a lot more money playing somewhere else. I wish him good luck, man. I wish him well. He deserves to start for a team in the NFL. I like him a lot. He was actually a luxury piece. If we wanted him to stay, it don't make sense paying start money to two quarterbacks. I mean, the two running backs. So we got to let him go. And
Yeah, I
we
agree.
could draft. But we can draft a guy or get a guy. They got some. Got some load in the dumper. Got a little weight on him. They can lean on it. We don't need two scat backs or two of the same. We get another guy later on in the draft or somewhere. That's kind of a load. Be that thunder and lightning for you. So I think we could find somebody that can
Yeah,
kind of give you that a similar production. Not as
yeah, I agree with
experienced,
that.
but good production.
I agree with that.
So the final part, then we gonna move on. The final thing, man, is and we gonna go back to this over. And so I'm gonna keep. We gonna go back to it, especially when we start the draft. What are the rank the three priority, your top three priority positions that the Falcons should go for in the draft? I'm just saying the draft because we can say priority positions overall, and the Falcons can either draft a guy or we can go out there in free agency and get a guy. But I'm just saying in the draft, and we'll go back to it later on. But I'm just a little quick hitter, man. Top three priorities that the Falcons shoot for in the draft. And mind you, we only got like 5 draft picks, only 5 picks, and we don't have a first rounder. So I think we got like a second rounder and I don't know, a couple of fourth rounders and the fifth rounder, a couple of fifth rounders and the seventh rounder.
Yeah, man. I think
So who you
uh
picking in the second round and then on down?
yeah, I think I would have to go with a defensive lineman in the second round.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you, Hope. I'm going defense. I think it's gonna be a lot of guys. I think Georgia's got a guy that's out there. Hopefully Texas Tech. They're gonna have some cats. Texas A&M. I think this is a year where the draft would be deep in terms of defensive linemen. We need to go get one. That's why I'm saying when I listed those, that's why I started out like look at the free agents that are out there. We ain't gonna keep everybody. Yamada might
Yeah,
be gone, Street might be gone. It may get more money somewhere else. That's why I like look, man. I don't know how that's gonna turn out, and we're not gonna be that competitive in terms of keeping guys or paying guys on defensive line. So I'm with you, Hover. That's gonna be my first pick. It's too many out there not to go second round, and somebody's gonna be too many out there. I know it's gonna be tempting to get a wide receiver because there's gonna be a lot of wide receivers out there too that you're gonna realize, oh man, yeah, we can use him on the other side of Drake. Are you kidding me? Yes,
yeah,
sir. But we got to make sacrifices. We've been going for the hot pieces for so long. I think with the people such as Matt Ryan and Stefanski and the offensive, all the types of people that we have, on the coaching staff and the people in the executive office, I just think it's gonna be a little different, man. I don't think they gonna come out the box with them shiny pieces like like Fontenot did his first year. Fontenot coming out there getting Kyle Pitts at number 4. I'm not gonna stay on that. I don't want to get them a soapbox on that. But I
Yeah.
think these guys want linemen on both sides of the ball. I'm with you on that. They want defense. My second thing would probably be, I don't know. I go offense if line, or if not defense again. So depending on who out there,
Yeah.
I may go defense
Yeah.
again. To
Yeah. I
make
mean, I
sure that
wouldn't be
line is showed up.
surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised their first couple of picks is defense.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I think they just want to set. I mean, at least I would think. You kind of want to set the identity of the Falcons, and I think that's a good idea. I think to set the identity, and I'm pretty sure for Stefanski leaving from Cleveland, he knows how much it means to have a pretty damn good defense, because he had a pretty good defense in Cleveland. He just the offense sucked. But
Yep. Yep.
so I'm pretty sure he's gonna wants to have that same type of defense he had in Cleveland.
And build that
You
offensive
know,
line.
yeah. So he want to find you know the next Miles Garrett, something like that.
There's a guy out there. So second round, you can find somebody out there that can be an impact player.
Right.
So all right, man. My bad. So you like me, man. My first 2 or 3 picks is like defense, defense, maybe offensive line. So then after that, then you gonna get your receiver or whatever the hell you want to get after that, man. But I'm like trenches, trenches, trenches.
Yeah, and that's kind of when you think about it, like when Kirby Smart came to Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
um, his first assignment was the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Got to get
That
bigger.
you and I know that first thing came out of his mouth is like I gotta have bigger guys.
Yeah.
We gotta
Too
be bigger
small.
on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Line
So
scrimmage too small.
yeah,
Different
man. So
philosophy.
hopefully, so hopefully Stefanski probably had that same type of
Cool.
philosophy.
Bet. So we'll
At least
we'll,
I'm hoping.
we'll yeah, but I think so. I think, but we'll get back to it. It's a lot more football to talk about in April. When the draft come up, so we gonna seal this up, wrap this up somewhere, and pull it back out when it's draft time to kind of see where we are. Let's bring Lou in, man, because I want to talk some basketball. I want to start with some quick players to watch. Then I'm gonna roll into the All Star. But real quick, I want to talk about some players to watch, man, and you guys can talk about that later. But Lou,
I'm
what's
right
up, man?
here.
How you
Hey,
doing,
what's up,
brother?
Luke?
All right, Cedric.
Good to see you, man.
Thanks.
So, and look, guys, just some guys to just keep an eye on. And I'll bring these guys back up again, possibly doing March Madness. But just some players to watch. Darren Peterson, point guard out of
Mhm.
Kansas, man, 6'6", good size. Everybody's heard of him. Um,
Yes.
what's this guy's tall guy, man, with a fade, man? AJ, uh, DeBanster out of BYU, 6'9" guy.
Yeah.
I know you've seen him, Luke.
Yeah. Well, we don't get a chance to see a lot of BYU games around this era because they're kind of late, but he is definitely one to watch out, keep an eye on.
Yeah. I know you guys have heard of Cameron Boozer out of
Yes.
Duke, six
Yeah,
nine
Just
power
like his
forward.
dad.
Yeah,
yeah,
dad played. So, and that's a guy I'm hoping that, I like him. I think he's a good
If
player,
he's
man.
anything like his father, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes. So if you're a Hawks fan, then then you're looking at those guys early on, man, to kind of see, because he may end up being in a Hawks uniform. All depends on where we pick. So we'll see. Caleb Wilson, you guys know Caleb Wilson, man. If you don't know anybody else, he's another big man out of North Carolina. Played with the Tar Heels. 16. He's a very thin 16. Very thin guy. but I, he's talented. He's talented. Kingston Flemings. He's a point guard out of Houston. He's pretty good. Hawks looking at, and I'm thinking Hawks too, guys, because I'm like, Hawks need some players. We need big men, and we need
They do
point
need some
guards.
players, sure.
Yeah, man. So Houston's got some players. They got some guys. Keaton Wagler. He's a point guard out of Illinois, 6'6". He's pretty decent. I think I've seen a piece of a game with him playing. I've seen a couple of Florida games, and so Thomas Howe. Is it Howe? Thomas Hugh? Thomas Howe? I think it's Howe.
Probably Howe.
Yeah, Thomas Howe. Small forward guy out of Florida, 6'9". He lit Georgia up, man. So when Georgia played down, when we went down to Florida to play, he lit Georgia up. Yaxel Lindenborg. You guys seen him play yet? I haven't seen him play. I know he's a 6'9" power forward center out of Michigan. You seen him play, Lou?
Not regularly, but his name I think has popped up. I think his name has popped up.
Out of Michigan. Michigan's got a pretty good team this year too. Keep your eyes out of Michigan.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play.
Yeah, Michigan's got a good team. And the last guy is Hans Steinbach out of Washington, 6'11". He's probably the biggest center I've named other than Caleb Wilson. Plays for Washington, 6'11". I haven't had a chance to see him play. But that's a couple of guys, and we'll stick that somewhere. Hoping we'll pull that back out around March Madness and keep an eye on these guys. College. Yep. So look, guys, let's speak on it, man. NBA All-Star Weekend. Did you watch Hover? Did you watch Lou? Let me start with Lou first.
I did. Most of that I thought was entertaining, except for the last game, which was turned to be a rout. But on that, for the most part, I think it was a very entertaining game. End to end, a buzzer beater, and even the Rising Stars game was very entertaining too. So I think maybe they made the right moves here with this new format.
Awesome. Hover, what you think, man?
Yeah, I agree with Lou. I think changing the format up definitely made it more entertaining to watch. And outside of, I know we're gonna give some grades, but yeah, I think overall, man, the format was great. I think right now, I think out of all the professional leagues that we have, I think the NBA is doing it the right way. I think I would like the NFL to maybe come up with a similar format, what the NBA does, some kind of way.
What can they do though?
But it won't be. I guess you're right, Lou.
Yeah, they're not putting pads on. Them days gone, Hover. You're not putting them pads back on, brother. So
I get it. Yeah, I think flag football is here to stay.
It's here to stay, man. Especially once it gets. I mean, they're putting a lot of NFL's putting a lot of resources into the kids leagues, the younger youth leagues around. They've been doing it for a long time, and every time they have an event, they put it in front of your face. They're part of the ESPYs awards, all kinds of stuff. And so it's here to stay. Big marketing event, and plus they got it into the Olympics, and so guys, well-known football players will be in it, and so they're going to continue to kind of, streamline it in such a way to where everybody kind of understands what it is, market it to where everybody kind of understands what it is, and streamline it in terms of what type of players that they're looking for to be on this team. And then go out there and shop and win some games and have people kind of at least interested in kind of seeing it. But I'm glad you brought that up, Hover, because I like the format. I thought that the NBA was serious about improving their All-Star game, and they were successful. Excellent idea. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but we talked about it here about a year or so ago. Is that, look, man, I'm thinking a tournament style of game. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but some kind of tournament game will help. And so players will play in spurts, and that's what it does. Like a game of 21, they give you something in spurts.
Yeah.
And look, guys, big shout out to Wimbignana for setting the tone. He set the tone, and the guys responded. So I thought it was great. He wanted to win, and I like the way it was kind of split up with the three teams. At first, I didn't understand, but I had to go back. Okay, now I got it in terms of what they were trying to do in separating the teams. You had the world team and the Stars and Stripes. One was the old heads, the OGs, and the other was the upcoming guys. You know, the new faces of the league, which was awesome. And Young Bucks like, nah. And shout out to Jalen Johnson, one of our very own Atlanta Hawks, who did well in the game, made an appearance and did well, scored some buckets and an assist. So I thought it was great concept. Continue to build on the concept. Don't mess it up. You know, don't do too much, but continue to build on the concept in terms of what they're doing. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great. And Hope, I'm glad you brought up the point about comparing it to, you know, all the others. Now, I haven't seen the hockey league. Maybe Luke can tell us about the hockey where it's there. How does it stand towards hockey's All-Star game, Luke?
Hockey's All-Star game was kind of like similar with the NBA did this year. You know, they have 3 games. Each plays one period, and the two teams face off. Two winners face off against each other in a third and final game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think that Ant-Man was the he was the MVP of the whole thing, right?
Yes.
MVP of the whole, yeah, he was the whole thing. Atlanta's on another third high. So Atlanta's on. Damn good dog. Played with the Bulldogs. He could have gone anywhere out of high school. He was heavily recruited by North Carolina. Kentucky really wanted him to come up there. You know, among other, you know, high-profile schools in the nation. He wanted to go to Georgia. He wanted to stay home. And it's like, look, they got stars all the time. Let me go to Georgia. You know, Georgia could use the stars, some star power, and that's what he did. And
he tried to recruit a couple of guys to go come and play with him in Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, it was tough, man. I wish he could have, but which leads me, and again, I let me put this out here, and then we're gonna go through some grades. Let me put this out here, Hover. So the rumor mill came out about Ant-Man putting a bug or whispering or just having a short chop it up conversation with Atlanta Hawk Jalen Johnson, saying he can't wait to get back down to Atlanta. You know, man, got the best chicken wings ever, man. There's still the best lemon peppers down there in Atlanta. That little shit there.
Yeah. You
heard that, Lou?
I might have heard something like that.
So everybody's going wild. They're playing it. You get here on Monday, man. The radio stations, local radio stations, is playing the clip, and everybody, Hawks. What can the Hawks do to get Ant-Man down here to play? What can we do to get him down here? Anthony Edwards in a Hawks uniform. Let's go. Trade him now. He's asking out. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all moving too fast, Hover. Y'all moving too fast, man. It's like, look. We
have a good game here.
Yeah, look, man. Minnesota plays Atlanta, you know, on a schedule, and plus Ant-Man lives here. All right, he plays for Minnesota, but he lives here. This is home. All he's saying, look, man, the first thing, you know, familiar face, he plays for his home team. Like, look, man, I can't wait to get back down there, man, the crib. You know, and that's how I took it. Just like, yeah, I'm from down Brady. You know, all this other stuff in terms of him wanting to leave Minnesota, you know, today is asinine. It's like, look, man, think, why would he leave Minnesota? Minnesota is much better than Atlanta right now.
Why would you do that?
It's crazy. Plus, he's on the heavy contract. It would take a whole lot. Go ahead, Over.
The only way he would leave Minnesota is if the Hawks had to come up with some kind of big mega deal.
Yeah.
To work it out for him to come here and pair him up with Jalen Johnson and maybe some other big name, like I did with like the other teams, like Miami with LeBron, Wade, Bosh. It had to be something like that to make Atlanta be that attractive for him to say, yeah, I'm going there, not just to go and play, but to go and win. We're going to be going for a championship right away. That type of deal.
Yeah. What you think about that, Lou?
Wait, repeat that again.
Yeah, about the whole rumor thing about Anthony Edwards coming to the Hawks.
Yeah, just what it is, a rumor.
Yeah. I
the Hawks are not really going anywhere anyway. So why would they even try to get him?
I mean, it's the fans.
Yeah, Lou got a good point.
yeah, right. The fans want him, but you're right, Lou. You hit the nail on the head. I mean, Atlanta right now. Atlanta has money, not enough money to get. Not yet to get Anthony Edwards, but Anthony Edwards is in the peak part of his contract. So that can, unless he just wants out, like James Harden, like I want out. But the other thing about it too is the Hawks are trying to build with this new ownership. The new GM. They're trying to build like Oklahoma. So they got a small nucleus with Alexander and Jalen Johnson and some guys. And they're going to try and build around them. They're going to unload a lot of salary. And you're going to get about 2 first-round picks. You got 2 first-round picks, and one of those is going to be a lottery pick. And so
yeah.
with that in mind, then, again, while I listed those names, they're going to try it. It's going to be a 2-3 year process. And around that 2-3 year process, if the Hawks build up and they are a player away and have some money to spend, then and if Anthony Edwards is still that guy, and then his team is on the decline and the Hawks are on the way up, then it's just a little realistic to say, okay, what can we do to kind of get this guy here in Atlanta? That's kind of how that's going to work. And you may not need him if you build the right way. If you're Atlanta and you build the right way, you may not need him. So that's my little 2 cents. So real quick, guys, let me snap it real back. Let's grade the different all-star events over the weekend. And I'm gonna start with the Rising Stars. I'm gonna have to abstain from this because I did not see the Rising Stars. Lou Hauster, what would you grade the Rising Stars?
I'd give it about maybe like a C+.
Mm-hmm. Did you see it, Hopeful?
No, I didn't get a chance to see it.
Look at you, man. You're slacking. We can't both be slacking. Good thing Lou on the show, man, because we up here slacking. God dang it. Boy, I tell you. Thanks, Lou. Lou saving the show again.
So thanks again, Lou. Thanks, Lou.
I'll mention
it. All right, let's move on to the next one. The celebrity game. All right.
You didn't see it. Didn't see it.
You didn't see it? All right. Hopefully,
you saw that one.
I saw that one too. I saw the celebrity game. I did see that. How did you like that one? What would you grade it?
I give it a C+.
Yeah. I'm the same. I give it a C+. It was pretty decent. Wasn't great, but it was pretty decent. I thought it was cool. They had Glorilla come out and they came out to her song, let them cook. I thought that was real cool.
You got it's really just for show. I mean, yeah, maybe someone has some athletic ability, but they would never make it for real in the NBA.
Yeah, right. No. Right. But I think the part that I did not like was they had Taco Fall in there. Y'all remember Taco Fall?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like having him in there. It was just weird, So it's just like,
yeah, I think that's the reason why I give it a C+. I just didn't feel
Me too.
I didn't feel like he needed to be. I thought it was kind of weird having him in it.
Yeah, he made it a clown show. So I was just like, don't do that again. Don't do that again. So, but outside, that's why it probably been better without him. So I hope they don't do that again. I give it a C plus. Let's go and get it over with. Dunk contest. Lou, did you see it?
No, I don't go for the celebrity charity games.
So Lou, did you see the dunk contest?
That I did.
What would you grade it?
I give that a B. That was some good. That was some good slamming, and the in the 3-point contest as well.
Yeah. What would? All right. So you gave that a. Would you get the dunk contest with a B?
I give that a B plus.
B plus. Okay. Cool. Hover. Would you get a dunk contest?
Yeah, I gotta get a dunk contest an F.
Yeah, I saw. I didn't see the. I went back and saw it.
I guess I get it with Lou, probably with Lou Light, but I think for me why I graded so low, is the fact that I felt like the last two guys that going for the championship, I felt like we could have had better dunks, and
yeah.
I was, that's where I was a little disappointed. I was expecting to see, some highlights, some real, these last two guys going at it for the champ to win it, and it didn't, it didn't meet up to my expectation.
I get it. Hope I give it a D, man. They got to do something with this dunk contest, man. They just got to do something.
I guess they can use some improvement, of course.
Yeah, they gotta. I don't know if maybe you let the fans choose, who you want in there.
Well, I don't know. I'm not big on fans choosing being the majority factor of deciding, the voting. I think they have too much power, to be honest.
No, not that. I just want I just want the fans to maybe choose who the people who are eligible, who's not hurt. I would just like the fans to choose who they would like to see.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But because they already have too much power of who's voting in the All-Star game, and really, I mean, I'm not saying they should eliminate it, but maybe they should make it more even. Like well, you can't divide 100 by 3, but you get the idea. Like 40% maybe they get, because I think the fans have too much power, and they don't always get the best players.
Yeah, but that's my problem with it, Lou. Because I think the dunk contest, I think the league just kind of leaves it wide open. Like, guys, whoever wants to do is a volunteer effort, and it's like, no, man, it's volunteer. Ain't nobody trying to do it. It's just, and especially now, I mean, what makes the dunk contest is stars. You want stars in the league. That's what makes the dunk contest. And I think that the dunk contest died. Well, I don't say it died, but I think it took a hit when LeBron James, when he was coming up being one of the best guys in the game, everybody wanted to see him in it, but he got caught in his feelings because they didn't want I think they didn't want a rookie in the All-Star game. You've been to other game, but you came in the All-Star game as a rookie, he felt some kind of way. Folk tried to campaign for him and it didn't work. And so he's like, well, shoot, I ain't going to dunk contest then. Ever. And so based on that, it's just like, it's been kind of up and down. They had some moments, but I just think that in terms of the star power, I think he had a big hand in killing it in terms of the star power of guys. But now everybody got egos, so.
What I like to see,
I don't know.
I like to see someone try to make an attempt just to be creative, even if, I don't know, I'm not going to pull something out of my ass, but like somebody just go and dunk two dunks at one time. Whoever did that before?
Oh, Larry Nance. My bad.
Okay, well, yeah. I totally forgot about it.
I think Kenneth Scott
he went up with two basketballs.
Yeah, he went two basketballs. He didn't dribble. Well, he didn't dribble them, but he went up with two basketballs.
Yeah, he dunked one and then he Right. And I think he was the one that won, right?
Yeah, he did. Larry Nance. Yep.
Yeah, he should have won. He dunked 2 dunks.
He done
But I'm
2
just
balls.
saying.
Hey, nobody did it. That was the first time anybody's ever done it. Right.
But what
Innovative.
I guess
But you're
that's
right.
what I'm saying. I mean, that's creative, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, man, because it's like we've seen so many different dunks, man. It's hard. The creativity is tough because we've seen so much, especially folks like us. We over 50, so we've seen a lot of basketball. We've seen a lot of dunks. And so it's like for them to be creative and to come up with something new that we haven't seen before, it's kind of tough. Which maybe they make it a game of horse, I guess. Make it a little bit more
I think
competitive
that'll
and,
be. I mean,
and
just something creative, something different, man. I mean, because
I agree.
uh, yeah,
It's
it's.
bad. Yeah,
I
it
mean,
needs
it's definitely
something.
missing. It's missing something, you know.
Right. Right. So look,
Okay,
guys.
what else can they do?
I don't. That's it. I mean, like other than the game of horse, I'm out of ideas, man.
Yeah.
I'm out of ideas in terms of
Well, I mean,
other
Lil Dude
than
got a good point. Yeah.
other than having players like Wimby or Ant Man or somebody like that. Some of your well known players, young guns come out there and revamp it and say, "Nah, they ain't gonna be doing no dunks you probably ain't seen before, but they gonna be there competing against each other." And it's known players, they stars in the league, and they competing for a in the dunk contest. That would be refreshing. I would love to see that. And so, and that's why the 3-point contest is so good, because you got a lot of known players. Some of your best 3-point shooters, they in the game. Speaking of which, what do you guys think about the 3-point contest? Lou, what did you think about that? What would you grade it?
No, I like the 3-point contest. I like the high shoot like that. So I think we keep that. I would give that a B.
Awesome. What about you, Hobel?
Yeah, I agree with Lou on that one. Definitely a B.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
highlight of the whole All Star weekend outside the game on top. I think the 3-point contest is the highlight of the whole weekend.
I think the 3-point contest, I give it a B too, guys. I'm with you guys on that. I mean, Damon Lillard won again.
If you need to remove something, remove the celebrity game.
Yeah,
that's just for pure that's just for pure show off.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, they I don't think it's going anywhere, but I think
Has it ever?
No, I don't think. I think because it starts on a Thursday, Friday, something like that. Friday, to kind of get the name of the NBA All Star Weekend out there. I think it's a marketing thing, and so
it is.
That's all that is. It's just a marketing thing.
Oh
just to have something to do.
But I mean, I'm thinking, what's the purpose of it?
Yeah, I mean it's.
That's just my thing.
Yeah, it may be fun to play for them, and maybe people that are fans of a lot of those folks kind of see them if they got some skills. But I mean, people like us, man, they just kind of like, all right, I ain't got nothing else better to do. I guess I'll watch. So yeah, but the 3-point contest is solid. I think it still shines above all of them. You're right about that, Lou. I agree. So I thought the 3-point contest was good between and Book could he was his to lose at the end, and he couldn't make a shot to tie it or win. And I think when Steph gets back in it, I want to see Damian Lillard back in. I want Dame to play one. I want Dame to come back. I want to see Dame versus Steph Curry. I gotta see it.
Yeah.
I gotta see it. I'll be happy. I'll be happy for the year. The last. Oh, I didn't see shooting. Did you guys happen to see the Shooting Stars? I didn't see that one.
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't get a chance to see that one.
I didn't see that one either. That's an NA for all of us. So, what would you guys grade the All-Star game itself, with the tournament format and enjoyment and all that stuff? What would you give it, Lou?
Overall, I think I give it a C+.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Hope?
I give it an A.
Yeah. I'm sitting on like A minus. It's the best I've seen in a long time. Maybe A minus for me. Because I think they did kind of like they lapsed at the end. I think by the time you had the championship game, You know, the old heads and the new heads playing. Then the old heads, they go, oh, man, they came out the box slow. It's like, oh, man, all right, it's a wrap. Let's just get up, stay healthy, and get ready to rest up, man. And they were done. Them young bucks were not playing with them, man, at all. And so that's what I like. I hope, you know, if that's what we're looking at, if that's the future, we're in good hands. Because I look, man, I mean, I'm not a LeBron hater. You know, but there's something to be said about this era. And I like, in terms of this era of basketball or the prior, like I said, Steph is one of my favorite players. But he's part of it. You know, Steph is one of the most influenced player in the league. Everybody wants to shoot 3-pointers. Trae Young, everybody want to just come down there and just shoot logo threes. You know, even Caitlin Clark, you know, he came before her, so she's shooting logos like Steph Curry. And so it's like, you know, but something to be said about outside of, you know, Steph, you got Kevin Durant, you know, and LeBron and all those guys, man, Lillard, you know, Tatum, all these guys, this generation of guys, man, of basketball, man, which is just kind of, I don't know, Lou. It's just, I don't know, man. It's I don't know. It seems like that generation was kind of missing something. You know, it was just missing something. It's different and it's missing something.
Mostly, you know, it's every generation is different, though.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know. But you know, hopefully Ant-Man and these new guys win beyond and you know, all these other guys come up and they make it a little bit better, hopefully. All right, guys, that's the show. Unless anybody got anything, Hopefully you got anything before we close out?
No, I don't have anything, man.
All right, Lou, take us home, brother.
All right, here sports show. Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Number is 512-543-4662. We'll wrap up with the Daytona 500 All-Star Weekend. We'll keep tabs on the Olympics as their final weekend. We'll talk spring training as well. Might talk some MLS because that does start this weekend. I know that 95% of the population doesn't really care, but I'm going to maybe bring it up anyway. Also, you've seen WWE wrestling as well. And any off-season NFL moves. Along with your thoughts and comments, the ridiculous sign of the week, which is going to be a good one. Sports trivia, this date in history, the inspiring story of the week. And yeah, that's it. So remember, it's 512-543-4662, Saturday, 4 to 6 p.m., and that's Eastern Time.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Lou.
Sure.
Thanks, Lou.
Appreciate it. I want to thank everybody for joining the show, Bread and Hover Show. We will be back, same bat time, same bat channel, 9:05 p.m. next Wednesday. Until next time, speak on it.
Speak on it.